XRP army, you should pay attention because it looks like Trump is doing everything he can to start the craziest bull run we've ever seen. I'll tell you more about it, starting with this huge post about the ongoing conflict that Trump made on Truth Social. Trump says that Putin, Alonso, and the leaders of the EU have all agreed that the best way to end this war is to go straight to a peace deal. It looks like Trump is about to end the present conflict. He made this huge public speech about it in his own words, saying that everyone is ready to work together and that he thinks this will end very soon. During the time I've worked in the investment markets, I have seen a few different battles come to an end. Usually, this means that oil prices go down, trade goes up, companies make more money, and things are better than ever when these kinds of things stop. The biggest fight we've had since the World War II is now going on between Russia and Ukraine. So there is no doubt that this is a big war that has had huge effects on the rest of the world, what with the sanctions, the higher oil prices, the blocked trade routes, and so on. Lots of things have changed here, especially in Europe, which is, of course, an economic powerhouse. Right now, if this problem can be solved, it will be great for both the crypto market and the real world. This is because companies will be able to bring in more money, which will increase the amount of funding that's available. A very simple matter of economics, and this will have amazing long-term benefits now. Whether this is something that will be solved very soon or not, we will keep an eye on this because, according to Trump, it looks like it's very close to being over. He then went on to add to what he had already said. The quote I just showed you is what he was said to say because of what happened today. There's no need for me to think about possible tax hikes on China. This already has an effect on trade talks outside of Russia and Europe. As you can see, this is China. Although China has nothing to do with this war, Trump seems to think that China is on the side of Russia more than the side of Europe. This is something he will think about when he starts putting tariffs on these countries. We've seen fewer taxes, has been good for the prices of some types of assets. Now, tariffs and big drops in prices can be good for buying on the cheap. Based on how you look at it, it's a wonderful chance. But once more, this would mean that less money would go to the government and more money would go to companies. This means that corporations can grow their businesses if they want to, or they can put more money into research and development to make them more efficient, very large size. So I do think that this is probably a net benefit as long as the executives at all the big companies that gain from these deals don't just get greedy and take the extra money, which is also a possibility we should think about. Right now, what we're seeing because of what's going on in the markets is nothing less than historic. Okay, what I'm showing you now are spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs and the money that is coming into them. It's easy to see that we had some really great sales numbers in March of last year. In 2024, near the end of the year, we had some great sales numbers here in December and even into January. The numbers we're seeing now in July and August are, of course, much higher than that. This means that new amounts of money are coming into ETFs and trading in general. It's amazing that they reached 40 billion in just 1 month. Also, I have to say, oh, I see, this is only for a week. 40 billion in a week, not a month. That is completely crazy. This only has to do with the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, right? Because of this, a lot more ETFs will be sought out and put on the market, and billions of dollars more are available right now. Once trade deals are made, even more will be able to pass through. This is really amazing, and this should really show you that this market still has a lot of life in it. Everywhere we look, we're still at all-time highs. I mean, Bitcoin is still at all-time highs. Flows into ETFs are still at all-time highs. The stock market is still at all-time highs. There are still these huge factors that haven't come to fruition yet. The XRP ETF is the secret path that leads to full merger into the XRP ledger. You should also know that Ripple is buying other companies so that they can work with XRPL. On top of that, the Federal Reserve still hasn't lowered rates, and we're still hitting record high amounts of debt. The Coast letter did a great job of explaining what are known as secular bull markets. We are currently in one of these, which started in 2009 and is now 16 years old. So there have been a few of these in the past. The last two were in 1968 and 2000. The cycle that ran from 1982 to 2000 finished with a 14% rise into the dot-com bubble, which then burst. Some of you may remember that. After the bubble or cycle from 1949 to 1968, there were a number of smaller peaks and greater pullbacks. The market today is more like the trend from the 1960s than the big drop in the late 1990s, as you can see below. Cape models show that gains could still rise faster in the years to come before the peak. Both examples from the past show that there will be more highs before the secular wave stops. Another way of saying this is that the current bull run is very strong. You can see the bull run right here on this model between, say, 1949 and now, with the bull run beginning in 1982. And this is pretty much where we are now. We haven't had any of these crazy meteoric jumps, as you can see. For example, I think the dot-com boom is a better example of what we're seeing now, and it went up by 114% because of the brand new internet technology that was taking over the world. AI and cryptocurrency are two huge new tools that are working together right now. I think they are worth a lot more than the internet itself. Really, these are going to change the way everyone does business. It will make people more productive in a way that has never been seen before. Really, it's crazy what this technology can do. It can send out legal deals right away, could make you a full, detailed list of things to do every day, can email you workout plans that will help you build any kind of muscle you want, can make movies in seconds that look exactly like real life. I find it hard to believe that we won't see a productivity boom that's not as big as the one we had during the dot-com bubble. AI can do so many things and will increase output in so many ways. Really, I do think that, and I think that 2026 will be the year when we really see a lot of this happen because rates will have probably gone down by then. Taking into account the trends I'm seeing right now, I do believe there's a good chance that this run will last at least another year. In that way, I think it will be like the cycle that happened before from 1949 to 1968. That was a long one. Cycle like this. So far, and most importantly, it was up 87% right here before the downturn began. But let's wait and see how this goes. I hope for the best because if it goes like the last two long bull markets, we're all going to have the craziest protest we've ever been to in our lives. I believe it will be even bigger than the dot-com bubble and this thing that happened here from 1949 to 1968. I see. Well, that is really, really exciting. It's clear that interest on our debt is the main thing that needs to change, right? Interest rates are high and the US owes a lot of money. This dotted red line shows how much the US will spend on interest in the fiscal year 2025. So far, it's clear that it's higher than any other year ever. And it's only going up because interest rates are staying very high. There is a real problem going on here, and interest rates need to drop. That's the end of the trigger. The only reason interest rates are going down is to make the markets more open. This is when things will really go crazy, just like they did in 1999. This is a crazy run, just like the one they had here in 1968. I really can't wait. I hope Jerome Powell doesn't mess this up. We do have a limited amount of time to drop rates to prepare for this. Wow, this is going to be great if we can see it through. Okay, of course, I'm using a lot of different strategies right now to make sure I get the most out of this position, but I want to stress one very important thing about XRP. We've just hit higher highs and lower lows. And the stochastic RSI is now moving towards being oversold, which is amazing because we're holding above $3 so well. The Fibonacci Bollinger Band, which is this little signal I'm using, is also getting much tighter right now, which tells me that a pretty big move is getting ready to happen soon. We should get ready for a big boom sometime in the next few days or maybe early next week. To be honest, I hope it goes up, but it's going to be very unstable again. So overall, I think things are looking very good for the next, say, 8 to 12 months, especially if those rates are lowered. I think there will be a lot of great trading opportunities that I'll be looking to take advantage of, and I will be posting all of those trades on Crypto Crusader for you all to see. That's why I want all of you to be there. To get in, all you have to do is click on my webpage below and follow the steps. Really, it's very easy. You have no reason not to go in. You can see everything I post on Telegram or Discord, including all of my trades, every entry and exit, my whole past, and everything else. It's a great deal for being free. Click on the link below. I'd love to see you guys there. Guys, let's kill this bull run. There's a lot going on, and I think this place has a lot of chances to grow. Let's do our best to finish it. If you like my videos, please subscribe and like this one. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.